Oh, was AFK preparing for this. Anyways, I couldn't decide or figure out what shot to open this on because I don't really know. Like, if I tried to do some kind of overhead shot to really capture this, this whole area here, I mean, the trees kind of prevent that. So, yeah. I decided, you know what, why don't I do this kind of view? Because I would imagine this is the kind of view that some players had back in the days of vanilla. Just kind of walking up to this area, up this ramp, making their way into this great area known as Diremaul, this huge area right over here. By the way, if you hear some yelling, that's Yasandra over here at the Dreamway. Okay, well, fortunately there was no voice acting back in the day, so there's no voice acting there. I say that because you guys probably know it's right now the 18th anniversary of WoW. In fact, it's actually today, November 23rd. Oh, I'm sorry. It's past midnight, so technically it's now the 24th. Happy Thanksgiving for everyone here in the States. But the 23rd, yesterday, was the actual anniversary, as in the day it was released. 18 years ago. My goodness. Hasn't time flown by for some of you. For some of us, I guess. But you can see in the chat, you can see Yasandra is over at the Dreamway. Because as part of the anniversary event, they have this thing where time walking allows you to go experience the original world bosses back in the day, like Yasandra, Azure Ghost, Kazakh, and such. Yeah, that's a thing. So that's why she keeps yelling over there. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're here for Diremaul. So I did some research, and the order that we're going to go with here is north in this video, and then we're going to do east in the next video, and then we'll finish it off with west. From what I understand, back in the day, the difficulty for each of the wings of Diremaul was considered east was easy, west was medium, and north was hard. However, story-wise, north is kind of silly. It's not super relevant. I mean, it's mainly the wing that has to do with the ogres. So there's some ogre stuff there. East is kind of more so doing with what's going on with like the plant life and such going on here. And then west is basically the main story of Diremaul. So we're going to go ahead and start off with north. Just get a little silly here with the ogres. I was trying to figure out which character to do this on. And I realized that my druid here makes sense for two reasons. One, because, well, it's, especially when we get to east, it's probably going to be, more so for the druid. Actually, there's a third reason with the druid and such. Two, because this was one of the characters I boosted for Legion content, so I didn't have to level him in dungeons, so the quests in here remain untouched on this character. Many of my alts that I've leveled have actually done these dungeons in LFG, so I've done the quests on those characters, so I couldn't be able to show you guys the quests on those characters. Mainly, this is one of the few I actually have that has not done them, so. The third reason is because this is a big place, and you can't mount in here, so I wanted to be able to have the mobility of running around in cat form. In fact, normally I play, when it comes to druid specs, normally I play balance, and I've already set up balance. I guess I'm not the only one here. Not sure why that player's here. I know why I'm here. Normally I play balance on druid, balance I kind of know better and just kind of feel more comfortable with, and feel like I can actually do more stuff on there. Actually, hold on a second. Do I even... No, I don't. Hold on. Where is my... Here we go. Actually, no, I'll do that one. There we go. So, that one I have. You'll notice I have some stuff here. This is for when I take this guy back to the Mage Tower in Legion to work on getting my werebear skin. I'm still trying to pull that off. And these were some pieces of gear that they recommended you actually go and get, and actually to do it, due to the new version that's been scaled. I haven't tried it out in the new patch, we'll see. But as you can see, I have a better weapon with intel for balance and resto, compared to this one, which is for Feral and Guardian. So, anyways. You'll also notice that some of my other things here are mainly meant for, like this one is for intellect, not for agility. But whatever, I suppose. I actually have this ring here, and I have it with a sock, and I didn't put a gem in it. But then again, I sort of abandoned this character. You'll also notice my legendary is not active anymore. There was a point where I kind of, like, forgot about this character. Like, once I did the Night Fae Covenant stuff, I just kind of left him to the side. But anyways, forget about that. That's not what we're here for. We are here to do Diremaul, so we will be mainly doing it as Feral. I figure, I don't really need to care that much about how to properly play Feral, since we're just kind of going through older content. Plus, it'll let me show off the skin that I spent so much time trying to get. I never actually got it until Shadowlands basically just kind of added it to my inventory, I guess because I had used it via the seeds. So what I'm talking about is I was trying to get the pouch, the toy that you get from, let me go ahead and show you in Cataclysm. We go to raids. So in Firelands, Staghelm drops a not this. He drops something else that's not listed here. It's a special item that's supposed to be like an infinite seed carrier that lets me be able to just kind of use an infinite amount of those seeds that you could get to be able to give yourself this fire cat skin. Well, I had been using the seeds, but I kept going back to kill him, even though I had already gotten the 2 mounts just to get that. But once Shadowlands came around, it was just kind of like an option in the barbershop. So I was like, hey, I'll get to actually have this now permanently, so I don't have to go get that toy anymore. If it was a toy, but yeah. Let's just say I was pretty happy about that. So, welcome to Diremaul North. And as you can see, it's like, whoa, so many bosses to kill. Because it expects you to go ahead and do all 3 wings. That's why it's listing everything here. Yeah. So, anyways.
You killed Gortok, leader. You knew Ogre King. If you king, then Ogre leaders will, like Crum, Crush, and Krieg that survived, pay you big tribute. And you stop Gortok invasion. If you do that, then me very happy Ogre and we take Diremaul for the Horde. Go little Tauren, kill ugly Gortok, Ogre King, and maybe this be new Stormwall Horde. Yarr.
I do love the ogre humor here in this wing. It's quite amusing. So yeah, I'll be able to move around faster. I'll be able to stealth. I figure this is a pretty good class to go ahead and do this with. So you'll notice this wing, this is mainly north right here. This entire wing right here, littered with bosses. Basically, most of them are optional. As you can, these are the 3 bonus bosses. These are the other ones that apparently are entirely required to actually have finished all of Diremaul. You'll also notice those hounds are like, hey, we can detect stealth. But anyways, hold on. So that's the first boss here. That is Guard Moldar. Moldar is a zealously loyal guard from the Gordok Ogres. He is convinced King Gordok gifted him with a pair of enchanted gauntlets that have enabled him to become his people's arm wrestling champion for 6 years running. In truth, King Gordok threw out the powerful armor away. Moldar simply found it first.
Rawr, me smash Tauren!
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn auto loot off. There we go. Oops. Whoops. I almost ran past another one. Although what's funny is that apparently you don't have to take these guys. They're optional because, as he said in this quest here, It's like if you the king, then ogre leaders like Crom Crush and Krieg that survive will pay you big tribute. So it's actually recommended, hey, you don't have to kill Krieg. You could just leave him alive, and maybe he will pay you tribute when you become the new Ogre King. On more than one occasion, skulking assassins have met their doom after accidentally disturbing Krieg's ale mug. Though he's often passed out drunk on duty, nothing rouses the ogre into a berserker fury faster than the sound of his precious drink splattering on the stone floor. So you can see he's got his ale there. And then he's dancing. I'm dancing. This is the next boss, Guard Fengus. Ever since Chorush, the Observer, told him he was destined to meet a mate while on duty, Fengus has spent almost every waking moment patrolling Gordok territory. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I can just imagine him just wandering around the whole time, just like, can I take extra shifts? I want to be on duty all the time. Where is she? Where's the mate? Where is she? Oh, I thought he was going to run all the way over here. All right. Now I'm gonna try... Oh, hey, a Doomguard. Oh, hey, an Eye of Kilrog. Anyways. There's some funny stuff in here, and there's also something else you can get that's quite amusing. I'm gonna try and see if I can actually pull it off, but I make no promises. Because I'm not entirely sure if I can pull it off. You'll notice that we've got some ogres here, and then there's a goblin over here.
Yo! Hey, you see that broken trap over yonder? The ogres are too stupid to figure out how to fix it. Clearly needs a little tinkering. If you fix it, I bet you could lure Slipkick into it and blammo! Trapped ogre guard.
Well, why should I bother fixing the trap? Why not just eliminate the guard the old-fashioned way?
Well, from what I've gathered while waiting to be eaten by these yokels, it might not be necessary to kill every ogre you find here. The ogres were going on and on the other day about how King Gordok came to power. Specifically, he killed the previous king and took his place. Well, the king's henchmen, those that Gordok spared, immediately swore fealty to the new king. Who knows? The ogre you save could very well be your own. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Glad I could help. Keep it real.
If you're gonna fight the king of the Gordok, then you're gonna need to get by Captain Cromcrush. Now, you can get by him by killing him, sure. You might actually want to leave him alive. How, you ask? I think I know. An ogre suit. I'll make you one if you bring me an ogre tenant from upstairs. I'm not going anywhere like this.
And then you can get a Gordok ogre suit. Disguise yourself as one of the ogres, maybe in full particular cap in the process. It'll hold together for 10 minutes. It lifts and supports.
Hurry back!
So then you'll see this trap over here, a broken trap. A large broken trap lies before you. From the looks of it, the ogres have tried to repair... Oh my gosh. But whatever. My stealth is already broken. There's another guard right there, Slipkick. Oh gosh, hold on. Because he's making his way over here. I may need to wait until he comes back. Because I guess that's what I'm supposed to do, is just let him run into that, I suppose. From the look of it, the ogres have tried to repair the trap, but to no avail. A hastily written note lies next to the trap, and strangely enough, it details exactly how to repair it. Just a few simple adjustments ought to do it. Were the trap repaired, an ogre passing near it might get trapped and could be avoided. Clearly, it would seem fortuitous that very few ogres know how to read. Clearly. So now we have repaired the trap, and it is ready to ensnare someone. So basically, as long as I don't interfere with that guard's route, because you saw he literally ran over the trap area, it's just not working right now. But if he runs back, then he'll be able to get trapped in there. Some might think Slipkick is merely cautious, but he's also lazy. Rather than challenging King Gordok directly, Slipkick tinkers with traps and old broken magical devices, hoping to eventually deliver a coup de grace without an ounce of risk or a drop of sweat. So here he comes. Let's see if it works.
Go!
So now he's stuck in there.
Hey, Slipkick.
Just get rid of that eye there. Alright, let me see here. First, let me try and sneak by these guys. Don't mind me. Alright, so there's the captain. So I'm actually trying to remember how to actually do this. Okay, so it looks like it may actually be over there. Here it is, a tannin basket.
He says, no, it puts the tannin in the basket or it gets the mallet again.
You like that Silence of the Lambs reference?
It puts the lotion in the basket or it gets the hose again.
Talk to me! Keep it real! Glad I could help!
Yeah, this'll do the trick. Just a slip here and a tuck here. This is gonna work out just fine. Here you go. You're all set. Remember, this is the most securely fashioned item in the world. You'll have 10 minutes of use before it falls apart. And then you're not gonna fool anybody. Just try using it. Try using it just before you approach him to make sure that it lasts as long as you're gonna need it.
Hurry back!
So now,
I'm an ogre.
here's the funny part though. Technically, I'm still in my cat form, so I can still use stealth. So, I've heard stories that back in the day you could do this in vanilla, and as a rogue, well, you could be able to get this and just be a stealthy ogre. It's one of the only times in this game we're ever actually going to get to play as an ogre. Let's just say I've been seeing some memes pop up of people that are still upset, that they're glad we got the Drakthir, don't get me wrong, but they're still waiting for some other races we have asked to play for years, like ogres, and it's just like, well, just another reminder they're still not here. They could be, but no. Still not here. So now the captain will just let me by.
What are you doing running around here? Why, them small fries not in the shackles. I'm taking some prisoners we found outside before the king for punishment. Do I see them with weapons still? Why you let them keep their weapons? That's how I found them. I wanted to show the king that they were a threat. Say, Captain, I overheard God Fengus calling you a fat, useless no-lover. Hey, who Fengus called a no-lover? Take the prisoners to the king. You smart to bring them with their weapons and show the king that they a threat. I'll go see if Fingers talks smack when I give him the beatdown. Her.
By the way, Chromecrush's thing says, even among ogres, Captain Chromecrush is infamous for his hair-trigger rage towards anyone who dares insult him or King Gordok. He crushes dissent ruthlessly, but he has still less patience for those who continue to spread the rumor of his torrid affair with a gnoll long ago. We'll need to stop spreading rumors about him being with a gnoll. It didn't happen. Are we clear?
Stealthy ogre.
Alright, so this is the king.
The king.
To rule the Gordok ogres, one must simply proclaim oneself king, and then destroy all who might disagree. King Gordok, then merely known as Olrock, solidified his power by convincing a dozen of his people's strongest warriors to challenge the king at the same time. The wild melee left most of the contestants dead or wounded, and Olrock's blade easily cut down the survivors and the battle-weary king. To this day, Gordok ogres speak in hushed tones about the Day of the Blood. So you'll notice there's the king, but there's also this guy, Chorush the Observer. You'll also notice that he's a bonus objective. He's optional. And the reason for that, remember, as he said, we shouldn't kill everybody, because if we just kill the king and we become the new Ogre King, they'll work for us.
You no challenge me, Scrubs. I'm the king now, and I stay king forever.
So look at that.
The king is dead. Who knows? Summon Mizzle the Crafty. He knows what to do next. Who knows? The king is dead. Hail to the king! Yeah! Okay, Fungus,
Look, we can hear the Captain Chromush.
Fungus, where you at? You come call me a no lover while I give you the hammer upside the head. He's dead, alright. That makes you the new king. Well, all of you. Gordok is yours now, boss. You should talk to me so you can learn everything there is about being a king. Is his assistant. Yeah, that's why I'm called the crafty one.
I'll just get that for the transmog. Alright, I got to, so I can talk to him. But you'll notice they're all green now. Or orange. They're not hostile anymore.
You big boss now. You king. All hail King Hoofneeks, king of Gordok. Now that you the boss, all henchmen will give you tribute. You left some alive, yeah, boss?
I'm the new king? What are you talking about?
You kill king, yeah? That means you take his place. That make you the new boss. Hail to the king.
Well, as Mel Brooks would say, it's good to be the king. Well, let's get back to what you were talking about before. It's good to be the king.
Sorry. Sorry I attack you, boss. Kill me, please, okay? You the king now, and I help make your tribute better.
I'm just like, about this tribute. Where is it? Alright, so now we can, you see? They went from orange to green. Everyone is green here now, because we're now the king!
We're the king here. I'm so smart, SMRT. I'll cause you no trouble, boss.
Sorry, I just want to say goodnight to our new guild master. She's always so nice and helpful, and I call her our Wowpedia. She had more helpful information for me tonight about what was going on with the Asandra than Wowhead did. And I told her, you know what? Why? Who needs Wowhead when I can turn to someone more liable like you? She was like, oh, I try.
Hey, make way for the king.
Now, I think I've heard that if you go downstairs, the guard that we trapped, that he'll actually say something to you now that we're the king. You'll notice even the Doom guards are green now. Everyone is nice to us now. Except the carrion swarmers. Except the bugs. The bugs don't care that we're the king.
We are a lot cleaner than the ogres in Tanaris, all over the desert as far as the eye can see. Ogre poo! Not here, no sir.
Alright, let me see. Hello, Slipkick.
You got me good, boss. How you get by Slipkick? I smart though. I'll watch next time. Ha ha. Nobody gets Slipkick no more. Slipkick promise. Can you let me out now?
Time is money, friend!
And you'll notice you can keep redoing this quest if you want that ogre suit again and again and again. This is why I've heard that some people farmed this place for some of these various different things a lot back in the day. Stealthy ogre. Like, if you're curious, like, I'm not sure about some of the loot that's still here. You know, like, you can get his mug as a, Krieg's mug as an offhand. I still don't have that. I should try and get that. That seems kind of funny. I mean, it's not, this is not a hard farm or anything. Monstrous glaive, mugger's belt. Of course, this is loot that's specifically for, druid, so take this with a grain of salt. Now let's see if we can find... let's go see Krieg. You'll also notice over here, there's Captain Crumcrush. He apparently now has a quest for us.
You the strong one now. All hail to the new king of the Gordok.
So now that I'm the king, what have you got for me?
Maybe you do better getting back prize Gordok relic from creepy highborn prince than the old boss did.
That sounds like a task worthy of the new king.
Now that you the king, so maybe you get prize Gordok artifact back from God Moldar. The king before you never listened, just like all the other kings since the old-timey Gordok king. Artifact is called the Gauntlet of Gordok Might. Old-timey stories say only the one true king, the Gordok, can get it back. You find it and it will become mighty gauntlet you wear forever. Yar, I show you.
About Moldar. I can't really talk to Moldar. Oopsie. Sorry. I shouldn't have killed Moldar in hindsight. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was part of that.
You the boss now, yeah? Long live the new king. Krieg let you look at Gordok Hooch, Ogre Hooch best of all Hooch, and Gordok Hooch best of all Ogre Hooch. Maybe you'll buy some from me, yeah, boss?
What do you mean buy? I'm the king now, and it's good to be the king. Alright, show me what your hooch is. Typical alcoholic beverage. Increases stamina by 2 for 15 minutes and gets you drunk to boot. Strong alcoholic beverage. Increases versatility by 0, but decreases intellect by 1. And strong alcoholic beverage.
You the big boss now, so you get free sample of my better brews. These drinks boost you and give you good buzz. They're good ones, Chief. You try and tell Krieg yourself.
It's basically the ones I just saw in there, but I get them for free. So. Yeah, I can't really... I can't really talk to him. Oops. Looks like I would have to redo this in order to actually, you know, talk to him. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
Little Torrent, now Horde more powerful than ever. Yar!
It's worth noting that No, while not all of the ogres are part of the Horde, some are. There are some ogres here and there that have been part of the Horde and been loyal to the Horde. Like, basically since Warcraft 3, ever since Rexxar took over, but they've always been kind of scattered and rarely seen. And of course, we don't have playable ones. So, anyways. That was Diremaul North, the Ogre Wing, as some call it. When we return, we will be doing Diremaul East, which, well, you'll see for yourself. And I've done that one probably more times than this one, so stay tuned.